I refer to Jessica as my daughter from another mother.
My name is Jessica Bennett. I grew up on the east side of Baltimore. When I was in the 4th grade, my mother got sick, really sick. Everything changed for me then. I was only in the 4th grade, so it's like trips that were coming up. Can your mom come? Can your dad come? At this time, my aunt had told my father he had to go because my father did have a drinking problem. And it was too much for my aunt to handle him coming in drunk, trying to take care of my mom's. I was teamed up with my mentor, Deidre Cassidy, when I was in the 6th grade.
So when I first started working with Jessica, she lived with her aunt and her mother.
About 6 or 7 of us in that house. I shared a room with my mother. And basically, it was the overcrowding of my childhood that really got to me.
And then her mom was no longer living there. It was just her and her aunt and some cousins. And it kind of seemed to be a little confusing to me at times.
Being part of my sister circle was really a breath of fresh air for me. It gave me an escape from my home life.
Well, I think some of the special moments with Jessica, whenever she would share something with me that happened in her personal life or something that was going on at school or something with her family and wanting my advice on it. And that was just like, wow, I must, she must really like me after all, it must be making some sort of a difference.
Deidre really helped me to grow as a young woman growing up in the inner city. The challenges that I had to face, the stereotypes that I had to face, especially in high school. Most of the girls in high school were getting pregnant, having babies. Deidre was there to say, you don't have to listen to that stereotype because that's not you.
I think some of the best things about being a mentor is being able to expose the girls to things they would never see. Like we went on a hike down in Mount Washington, and it was really sweet because when we were sitting there and it was still new to our relationship, Jessica put her hand on my lap and she kind of scooted closer, and it just was so precious, and that was really a cool moment. One of the other important things for me was to make sure the girls realized that it's not like I grew up rich or anything like that. I grew up in my bedroom, I slept on a futon on the floor. So I could kind of relate to a certain degree about not having a lot of money. We had food stamps when I was growing up too. But if you work really hard and you set goals, then you can do something different.
So the end of 8th grade year, got my final report card, all A's. She was so excited. She was like, okay, we're going to Canada. And I was like, okay, we're going to Canada.
It was a reward for her. She worked really hard in school, got great grades. So we headed up to Quebec City, which is where I'm from. So I was able to share with her kind of my background.
She saw how much it motivated me and how badly I wanted to get these grades to impress or to make her proud.
You're building a relationship with a young lady and you're pouring into their lives, and it's really fun. I mean, it's not just a one-way thing. Jessica's not the only one getting something out of it. I'm getting huge, huge benefits out of it.
In middle school, I was just like, okay, I'll go to high school. And then in high school, I was like, okay, I'll finish high school. I'll get a job like everyone else in my family. I'll work, I'll make my money, I'll get my paycheck to paycheck lifestyle, and I'll be happy with that because that's what was around me.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time getting ready for college actually and preparing for even the concept of college. She picked out probably 4 or 5 different schools to apply to. And so we'd spend time at my house and she'd work on the applications.
We went out to lunch and then I had the acceptance letter with me and I gave it to her at the table and she was like, did you really get into college? Her excitement was bigger than mine. There were times when I had financial problems and I didn't think I was going to be here for another year. Freshman year, I didn't even think I was coming back for the next semester. My sister circle, they was like, no, you made it into college, you're going to stay in college and we're going to work this out. You're going to continue, you're going to finish. I am proud of myself for actually doing what I thought was definitely impossible.
Congratulations, my baby.
I would definitely consider becoming a mentor.
So proud of you. Thank you.
Because having that personal connection and sharing that with someone, giving them a chance to know you're not alone, you have someone who wants to listen to you, you have someone who wants to see you succeed, it's definitely a position that I would love to share with someone.